Chag Sameach, everyone. My name is Mikaela Davidson. I am a Jew. I have been a Jew for my entire life. I was born into a family of Jews, therefore I am a Jew as well. My mother sang to me traditional Jewish melodies when I was little as I fell asleep. My father would tell me rabbinical stories, sometimes with characters seeking guidance from a rabbi, sometimes overcoming a personal or group challenge. Through my earliest ages, that is what I knew of Judaism. Still, as I grew, I was unsure about what I would receive from participation in the practices and traditions of Judaism. Does the fact that my family is Jewish decide for me at birth that I am inherently a Jew? Does everything my family believe in have to translate to my personal beliefs and interpretations? One of the stories my dad used to tell me was about a farmer who went to the rabbi of Chelm and complained his house was too small. To this, the rabbi told him to bring his goats into his house. The man, although skeptical, listened to the rabbi, so he went home and did as he was encouraged to do. But when he put his goats in his house, the space only felt smaller. So he went back to the rabbi and complained that his instructions only worsened his dilemma. The rabbi told the man he was sorry and instructed him to bring in all of his cattle, and that is what he did, but it only made matters worse. So next, the rabbi told him to bring in his chickens. Finally, when the farmer had nearly lost his mind, the rabbi told him to remove all the animals. And when he did, he exclaimed, "My house is so big, look at all this space." And he lived contentedly with what he had from then on. Whenever my dad would tell me this story, he never explained what the moral or underlying message was. But I'm sure when I heard it, some ideas came up, like being grateful for what you have, or sometimes you have to lose something in order to truly appreciate it. Even so, the true beauty of these stories is that they can be interpreted and applied to one's life in many different ways. The same can be true with the Jewish principles that we are taught in Hebrew school, including tzedek, justice, and hesed, kindness. Similar to the man in the story, I was looking for something more, but in my case, more meaning in my Jewish practice. For a long time, I thought of God as an old bearded man sitting on a cloud. But what did this guy have to do with me? Through learning about Jewish morals and philosophy, I have developed an interest for secular philosophy as well. What causes people to act the way they do, and what is the thought process that impacts their ethical decision-making? Love your neighbor as yourself. This is how I choose the people who I want to be close with, and treat them the way I want to be treated. Tikkun Olam. This is the value that inspired me to be involved in my school's student service board, feeding New York City's hungry, collecting and donating clothes for those in need, including new immigrants, living my life according to Jewish values, and using my privilege to help others. As I mature into a young adult with my own opinions and decisions to make, I take with me what I have learned, and I will decide for myself how I want it to impact my life. I'm grateful to my family, friends, and Temple Emanu-El community for supporting me all these years. Thank you, and Chag Sameach again.